Well, I love these first two cards. They are two major arcanas, the Lover's card and the Sun. So this just tells me that a lot of positivity you guys are starting to feel. I was just talking about that. This to me feels like a committed relationship. And the Sun card means, wow, seeing the sun come out after gray skies, after stressful times, after negotiations. It's interesting, before I turned on the camcorder, I heard the word cement in my mind. And I'm like, well, it didn't feel like cement that you pour on the ground. It felt more like a relationship that is bound together and cemented together to form together. So it's interesting that this Lover's card came up. And the Sun card, if you look at this too, there's 1, 2, 3 nude bodies. Because this feels like almost like a rebirth of a relationship. There could also be a child that is coming into your life. So this could be a real family time for you, whether it's your child, a grandchild, or you take care of children. This just feels so happy and love and warm, doesn't it? All right, so we have the Sun in both. We have some orange and reds and purple into this one. So it's almost like the gods are looking down on a relationship that some of you guys are in. And of course, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Always, always watch your Moon and Rising if you feel like these cards don't resonate with what's going on in your life. But I'm just feeling like this is a very positive time for you guys, mid-September through the end of September. This sort of mountain-looking structure, because I say structure because there's some gray right here. It's almost like there's a hallway to, or an entrance to more knowledge, or how to find that communication within your relationship, how to work more together to bind that relationship, that committed relationship that can be so important in your life. This could be about business. It could be a venture, but it would indicate someone who you are very close to, someone who you have very much like-minded ideas together. And the Sun comes out. The Sun is shining on that relationship. For a lot of you, like I said, it's going to be about family, children, love. That is very cool that those two major arcanas, and of course, as we know, the major arcanas are the universe's way of saying special attention to these particular factors. All right, let's look at the last 2 weeks of, the first 2 weeks of September. I keep wanting to go to August. Please, you guys, look at that August video. The last 2 weeks of August into September is the last one. Okay, well, I'm liking this. This is the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So we're talking about your money. We're talking actually about you, Capricorn. This Earth sign, of course, this pentacle represents Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And, it's absolutely placed perfectly together. Some of you are going to have offers of employment, offers of opportunity to move somewhere and take a job. You're thinking about it. You're juggling it. You're seeing what's coming, what's in the mix for you. What does this have to offer you in the long term? What does it have to offer your family? Very, very interesting. The Knights of all the court cards are the explorers, the adventurers. They take action. But of all the knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the most calm. He's the most grounded. The Knight of Swords, he's rushing forward. The Knight of Wands is a fire sign, and also with the Cup cards, because they're so emotional. But this is a very grounded person that's exploring opportunities, and I feel, again, like I said, that you will have the options to weigh them out. You can see the waves of, should I do it, should I not, should I take it? It can be, again, family obligations that you have here, And this could also indicate to me that it's extended family. This isn't the 10 of Pentacles that represents extended family, but I do feel like some of you are taking care of family. So this feels like it could be juggling opportunity with family and how that comes up for you. Let's see what the transition card is. Wow, okay, the Four of Cups. All right, Capricorn. Well, somewhere in the midst of the end of September going into October, you guys are feeling like, no, I'm not feeling so much creativity right now. What is going on with you? It's like you're turning down blessings from the universe. See, there's 3 cups upright, and there's another one from the universe, from the ethers, being offered to him. Of course, the cups are good feelings, our emotions, our feelings, our happiness. And he's sitting here with his arms folded like he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. Most of the time for me, this card, when I do readings, most of the time this card indicates a lack of creativity. So if some of you all have been feeling like things have been staid, things have been dull, boring, and boy, wouldn't we feel that during Mercury retrograde, because that was a time really for us to review, look back, not move forward. So you may have taken that time out and just said, I'm not making a move. My heart says no, and I'm going to sit under this tree and I'm going to refuse any offers that come my way. But, you decide that now that that time period is up, that you have the wherewithal to move forward. These 2 cards are talking to me together. It kind of looks like the same person. It's kind of like you're bored. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you're starting to consider different options. Being open to different situations that you've never thought about, Capricorn. In other words, maybe you've owned a factory for a long time, and that factory has been very prosperous and beneficial to you and your family. And yet what you really want to do is to get into some sort of art or painting or, something that's more creative. I'm just giving you a scenario. It could be the other way around. It could be that you've been in the art business and you really want to own a factory that produces, who knows, ceramics. I'm just saying. But I'm just feeling like you guys have the 2 major arcana cards that says that love is in your corner. There's happiness now to be had. Excuse me, and opportunities coming up that you need to make a decision on and go with what creative force drives you, what feels good for you. Again, how is this going to make me happy in the future? Is this going to give me the creative juices that I so need? Is this project manager position that I'm being offered going to make my heart sing? Is this creative writing offer going to make my heart sing? Okay, so I'm going to look into my crystal, hold it to the side, as you guys know I do. Lots of rainbows today, Capricorn, in the crystal for you all. And I'm seeing 2 sets of, 2 sets of 3. Okay, got it. The number 3, if that's important for any of you Capricorns, I'm seeing 2 of those. It might indicate anyone who has a 33 life path in numerology. If your whole birthday adds up to a 33, then that would be a master number. And it is the number of heart of God is what I'd call it. It's 2 3s. So again, here we go. 3s are very creative. 3s are very optimistic. They're open-minded. They're social. So I'm just feeling that for some of you. If you're born on the 3rd, just let me know in the comments below. Okay, so a lot of blue light around that, a lot of white light. So indications of spiritual hierarchy are the words I'm hearing, meaning that, okay, wow, and I'm getting quite a bit of that actually. So some of you all that are connecting with your spirit guides or making decisions that are in the interest of your spiritual life, connecting with others. And then green comes up very sharply for your heart chakra, which it looks positive. It looks very positive. So when I say heart chakra, we're talking about the love we have to give. It can mean that if any of you all have, heart issues, then of course, take care of yourself. If you have high blood pressure, then of course, get that checked. Stay on top of it. But what I'm feeling, quite honestly, there's 2 sets of 3s. So this could be 3 people. It could mean 3 locations that you're considering. It can be your address has a 3 in it, or again, your numerology, something to do with 3. 3 people, like I said, celebration. But there's quite a bit of, spiritual juices that flow there. And then I'm seeing a tuning fork. So any of you all are that involved in music, or you play the piano, possibly even play guitar. I know you don't use a tuning fork to play the guitar, but I'm just feeling like musical instruments, band, or you have children in the band, okay? Those are just some of the things that are coming up that you might be seeing some of, or parades that are coming to your area. Again, feeling good about watching your children in the band or playing a musical instrument. Are you playing a musical instrument? All right, so interesting aspects for you guys for this month. The universe is talking to you about love, and love for one another, love for children, and money. Love and money. Don't you love it? So those are oftentimes the 2 most asked questions in readings. What about my love life? What about my money? What are my career, or which job? All right. Okay, so I'm going to add up these cards. We have 6, and we have 19 is 25, 26, 27, 28, and 28 and 4 is, 32? Okay, so 32 in numerology has to do with feeling unrestricted, wanting to make a move, wanting to travel, wanting to see the unlimited potential in life. Like, what does life have to offer? It's kind of like, what's the juicy part? All right, and 5 in the major arcana cards is the Hierophant. And I was just talking about spirituality, and this card to me really does refer to that. When I see the card, the Hierophant, I always think of either more spiritual understanding or religious understanding, or learning more about whatever type of law of attraction. I've talked about this before, or books that have possibly, if you're into mediumship, I'm just saying it's sort of learning new and different doctrines, if you will. So that's what that has to do with, and I feel like some of you guys are going to be studying and doing those types of things that move you forward and set your foundation in motion.